endurance and was created for Yahweh's pleasure. Esau being put in the power, us being put on a low level, then the Most High sending the Son back and raising us up to receive glory and praise His name was for what? His pleasure. This is for His pleasure to be done on the earth. Everything that's happening is His will.
It's His pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven.
That's the end goal. The Most High wants to give us the kingdom of heaven, but before He does that, we have to learn wickedness and righteousness. And the Most High is the one that set up wickedness and righteousness. He the one that created it in the first place. Started from nothing to something. How would you know the boundary from what's good and what's not good? There has to be a mediator to give what's the word I'm looking for, to balance out wrong from right, and that's the Most High. He set it up. Okay, this is what's right, and this is what's wrong. If you go this way, these are the consequences for your actions. If you go the right way, these are the consequences for your actions. So there's a cause and effect. But it all came from the mind of the Heavenly Father, which that's why we're suing the Romans in 9th chapter. You can't have anything to say because everything is going according to His plan.
Yeah, can I finish this real quick in Isaiah? Isaiah 46 and 8 one more time, 46 and 9 again. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring the end from the beginning. So before anything was created, before the earth was created, because the Most High is known as the Ancient of Days, He has no beginning and He has no ending. He just always exists. Now, can we explain that? No, we can't, because we're just mere mortal men on the earth. I can't break down how somebody can just always exist. But the scriptures say He always exists, and that's our faith. He always existed, and at a certain point, He just started creating. The first creation that He created was His Son, Yahweh Shai, and through His Son, He created the elect, and through them, everything we see exists. The trees, the birds, the air, everything that we see on this earth came from the mind of our Lord, Yahweh Shai.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 1. And He said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made.
So this is back in the beginning, before the earth was created, before anything existed, it was always the Most High, Yahweh. Got it?
In the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together,
before the holy host of angels that are in the heavens right now, worshiping the Most High, doing the bidding of the Most High before they were created. Continue.
Or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Sion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed to have gathered faith for a treasure.
Before the elect was created, because those are the ones that are sealed that are gathering faith for a treasure. Before the elect were sealed, and this is going back to even before His Son Yahweh Shai was created. So this is all the way back when it was just Him. And we can't explain it. Like, how can you just always you just there? That's beyond our understanding. But we know through faith that it's written. That's what it is. You know.
And you can't understand it because we ourselves were created. So you can't understand how can a being exist without being created because we were created ourselves. You can't wrap your mind around that. Everything that's down here, even including us, our spirits, they were created. So to understand that we have something that has to be created for it to exist. But the Heavenly Father, that doesn't apply to him. He's always existed. You know, it's the reason why you're supposed to, another reason why you're supposed to reverence him. It says, and the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed to have gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone.
Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. So the Most High always existed, and at a certain point, he meditated on everything he was going to create. Everything that we see, on down to the smallest detail, from the ants to the bees to the leaves we see on the ground, microorganisms. And the Lord said He even has the very hairs on your head are numbered. I don't even know how many hairs I got on my head. No, The Heavenly Father knows the exact number of hairs on your body that you don't even know. You know? The body that you dwell in. You know?
Where did the Lord tell, I believe, Ezra, or the angel? He said, hey man, can you change the height of your stature? All right. Can you weigh the measure of a flame? And the Most High can. You know.
So before any of this was created, the Most High had it all planned out. I'm gonna create this whole masterpiece. I'm gonna have my son and the elect come down for a time period. It's gonna start in the garden. I'm gonna have them go off, commit iniquity, and then I'm gonna chastise them, and ultimately I'm gonna raise up these other heathen nations to come against them. And ultimately, I'm gonna have them, my son, overcome all these nations, and then give them the kingdom of heaven, give them righteousness, give them an everlasting kingdom of glory. But before that, we had to learn. And the Most High is perfect, so everything has a purpose. All these lives, us going into slavery, us experiencing different things in our lives, all for that purpose. So, because the scriptures say we prophesy in part, we know in part, but with that which is come, we shall everything shall. I'm not quoting verbatim. We prophesy in part, we know in part, but with that which is come, everything shall be done. You know what that said?
That's it.
When Yahweh returns, the things that we know in part are going to be done away with. We're going to know everything in full. So we're going to know why we went through all these things and what's the meaning of it.
Well, we already know why. The Most High set it up like this to learn good and evil. The scriptures tell you that. What's Rock 33rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken. This is just how Yahweh Shai set it up. What better way to learn evil than to experience it? You know, because you can't experience that in the spiritual world, which is complete order. You can't have an entity that goes against the will of Yahweh Shai or rebel against him in the heavens. Everything's in order. So he made this world for us to experience what evil is, so we can become perfect judges. Sorry, I got a precept.
Sirach 3, I'm going to start at 19. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
That's why Yahweh said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. So really, it's not for us to be seeking out, how does the universe work, how does the sun, really we ought to be seeking out the things that pertain to salvation. Things, you know.
You'll bug out. You'll bug out and then you'll just be, this can't be. This can't be.
All the elements of this mixed with this creates this molecule and this. That's beyond our understanding. All we ought to do is to seek out things that pertain to salvation.
That's why Esau so bugged out, his so-called scientists and whatnot, because they get so deep into that shit that it's unexplainable. You can't put together no equation to break down the Most High's existence and power, man.
And a lot of those scientists, they go so deep that they have to come to one conclusion. There's a creator. And the way things work down here on the earth it's too perfect. It's too in unison to be a random act. Like Esau calls it the Big Bang. Out of all of a sudden, boom, and everything just came to be. That's bullshit.
It says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thy eyes the things that are in secret.
So pretty much seek the things that are pretty much pertain to salvation with the most, what's in these scriptures.
When the Lord has revealed unto us the secret that he has revealed unto us, that's great.
And if you read about it, the Lord, that's why the Lord told certain prophets like Moses, John the Revelator to not jot certain things down that he revealed unto them, Ezra, because what we need to know is it was documented, man. You know, all the rest we're gonna get on the other side.
That links up what you just said. Was it a little bit more second answer?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and 9. For we know in part and we prophesy in part.
So that's knowing in part and prophesying in part is a part of having 100% truth. Having 100% truth means we have 100% of what the Most High wants us to know, as a body, you know. We prophesy in part and we know in part. We don't know everything, but we know enough to receive salvation. What pertains to salvation, what's in the scriptures.
But when that which is perfect is come,
When that which is perfect is come, which is talking about the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai comes back on the earth.
then that which is in part shall be done away.
That which is in part shall be done away. And that's when we're going to receive all the mysteries of how the universe works and how everything. Because ultimately, when Yahweh Shai comes and delivers his elect, the elect had a part in creating everything anyway. So you're just going to receive what you had in the beginning back. You know? So when that which is that is perfect, that which is in part shall be done away with. So that's when we're going to learn all the mysteries of what's going on in the universe, the Most High, you know, all why he created things to be the way they are, you know. That's what we're going to know. But right now, it's time to learn what it takes, the knowledge to receive salvation.
Sirach 17:1. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them few days in a short time, and power also over the things therein. The different creation.
Different animals, different. He gave men dominion over the things on the earth. You know?
He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image, and put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted to them understanding.
Yeah, because animals, they have the 5 operations, taste, touch, smell, but they don't have the operation which is the 6th, which is understanding. You know, being able to reason with things. You know, being able to discern. You know, because the animal sees some food, it just run up and get it. It doesn't think, is this good, poisonous? Should I eat this? Should I not eat this? You know, it goes off of what they call instinct. You know, which that's how the Most High created the animals to be. But we have the ability to think. You know, to reason.
It says, they received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th speech.
Speech, yep. So we actually have the ability to communicate. These animals, they communicate, but it's not on a level that we are able to form words and reason and talk, and debate, you know, to have conversations. That's what the Most High blessed us with.
And we can exchange ideas. Animals can't do that. So, you know, a certain animal, it might pick up on a certain thing. It can't really teach that to another animal. Because it can't convey that. You know, it can't talk to it, can't write it down, or, you know, explain it to that other animal. You know, a man can do that through speech and in the writing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gave to us. It says, and in the 7th speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof. So speech interprets your thoughts. You think about things, and then the Most High gave us the ability to speak, to express those thoughts that we have to other people. You know? Verse 6, it says, counsel and a tongue, and eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them to understand. With all he filled them with the knowledge of understanding, and showed them good and evil.
He showed them good and evil. So we have the ability, like you can discern from good. Okay, that's good. That's not. That's evil. But animals, they don't have that ability. You know? So the Most High, and plus, how do we discern what's good from evil? From the measuring stick, which is the scriptures.
Right.
What the Most High said is wrong, that's evil. What the Most High said is right, that's good. You know? Which we discern that through what? The 613 laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
What the Most High gave us to do and what not to do. You know? Like what? Let's keep it down to a simple level. Eating pork, that's evil. That's not, the Most High said not to do it. You know? Man sleeping with another man's woman, that's evil. You know?
Rounding off the corners of your beard.
Rounding off the corners of your beard, that's evil. You know? Shaving your head bald, that's evil. These are things that the Most High said not to do. But he actually gives us having those 6 senses to actually realize you commit evil and what? Turn from it, you know? Wait a minute, I'm fucking going off, you know? Let me repent, you know?
That's knowing the difference between good and evil. You know, so if you start doing evil things, you recognizing that and being able to repent, that means you know what evil is. And you know the difference between good and evil. You know you're not supposed to do those things, so you repent to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know? Another thing which proves that the Most High didn't show the animals that they don't get judged for the things that they do.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you when the animals die, they come right back on the earth. Their body goes down, they stay down here. They get reincarnated immediately. Man, our spirit goes up to the Heavenly Father, we get judged, you know, for the things that we've done in the earth, whether it be good or bad. We get judged according to the rules that Yahweh Shem Yahushua set up. Why? Because he showed us the difference between good and evil. So we know what we can and cannot do. The animals, they just exist, man. They just do their thing. You know, animals don't know the difference. Oh, I ain't supposed to eat blood, you know. I ain't supposed to eat pork, you know, I shouldn't eat a pig. No, they eat whatever comes to them, man.
It's programmed in their DNA what they should do, because that's why they don't need to be judged. And plus, the Most High didn't give the animals the law.
That's right.
He gave the law to what? To us, the Israelites, to discern from good from evil. And that's why He judged us. That's why the scriptures say, He says, I will punish you for your iniquity. You Israel have I known out of all the Amos 3. I will punish you for. You can just get it so I can go right.
I got something else. This is 2nd Ezra 9, and I started 14. This is going into the reason why the Heavenly Father set this thing up. 9 and 14, it says, Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as the wave is greater than the drop. And he answered me, saying, Like as the field is, so is also the seed. As the flowers be, such are the colors also. Such as the workman is, such also is the work. And as the husbandman is himself, so is his husbandry also. For it was the time of the world. And now when I prepared the world, which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed. But now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
He's talking about the elect, you know, the elect, because ultimately, like Scripture said, there be many created, but few shall be saved. And like it was getting into the wicked seed, which is what Esau. Going back to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Esau was created by the Most High to be wicked. He's the adversary. So under his rulership, his vibration, evils have multiplied in the earth. His ways have spread throughout the earth, which is wickedness, you know, which the Lord is going to destroy wickedness.
If I can just expound on this a little bit more. It says, 2nd Ezra 9 and 21, it says, And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, which we know the brother said is talking about the elect, and a plant of a great people. Verse 22, it said, Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. That's talking about the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Because this world was not set up for the 2/3. Okay, this world was really set up for the elect, to show the elect what? The difference between what good and evil is. All right? This whole world is a test. Like, Ezra told you that. Okay, there's a narrow path. You know, there's water on one side, and there's fire on the other side, and the place is so narrow that only one man can walk at a time. You know, and if you fall down, you're through. You know, that's how you enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's how you receive the promises of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to walk that path. Okay? But for you to do that, you have to understand what good and evil is. You have to, you know, try to abstain from evil as much as possible. Okay? So continuing on. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, because this society was not set up, or this world was not set up for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. It wasn't made for them to get it. Okay? The Most High created this world, this current world for the elect. And you know, the rest of the nation of Israel, they're going to follow in line behind them. Okay, they're going to receive the blessings as well, but the Most High set this up to teach the elect the difference between what good and evil is. They're the judges of the earth. So that's what this is. They're the ones that's going to receive the victory, receive salvation. Okay? says, let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. What's that great labor? The elect experiencing perfectly what evil is, and understanding what evil is. Jake, 2/3 don't understand what evil is, man. They don't understand the difference between right and wrong, which is the reason why they conduct themselves like they do. This was only given to the elect to learn. All right? Yahushua even said that, you know? It's given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. All right? Yeah. For you to learn the mysteries of the Heavenly Father that was given to the elect. Well, why did the Heavenly Father set this whole society up? Why did he set this world up? Why did he allow Adam to go off? So he could teach Adam, okay, and the elect, the difference between good and evil. You got a question, man?
I was going to ask you what you're referring about.
We are teaching these people on the side here that they are the Israelites. Okay, what's your nationality?
From Iran.
From you're Iranian, so you're Elamite. According to the Bible, your people they had.
You're trying to say the first Israelites, right? This is the thing.
We're the people that your people allowed to rebuild the temple during the time of Artaxerxes Cyrus. So you should be familiar with the history.
Conquered Babylon and paid homage to Babylon's god Marduk.
And he released us from captivity and allowed us to build the temple.
Cyrus, the great first line of human rights comes from Cyrus.
Okay.
First line of human rights comes from Cyrus.
But what we're saying is we are those
I'm
people.
descendant from Cyrus.
We're the Israelites. We're the people that the Persians ended up taking over. Okay, we are the descendants of those people. All right, we're the Israelites. So
I know about your story.
You see?
I know. They teach us this at grade 7. I'm come from war, man.
You see?
They teach us this in grade 7 in Iran. We know these things. We know the first black woman is Lucy, the first human woman. We know all these things.
Oh, that ain't scriptural. You know, we dealing with scripture. But he knows that we're the Israelites, so he knows we're the Israelites. You know
Caucasian doesn't mean white.
Came to us.
It means the first people that crossed over the Caucasus Mountains.
They lived there actually. They go back to the Caucasus Mountains.
It has nothing to do with like what would something that gives life take life? You understand what that means or no?
Yep.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, going to the truck.
Nah, it's all good, man. We just brought out, further testimony of what we saying. Hold on. Vocab is watching this, man. It's Vocab. He just said he knows that we're the Israelites, man. They teach them this when they go to school. Right? They know what's up. But see, they ain't gonna tell you unless you bring it up to them. All these Iranians know that. Edomites, they know who we are. They got the records. Those black people over there, the Latinos and Native Americans, they're the Israelites. But they ain't gonna tell you. How many, Iranians I ran into, they ain't never said that to me. You're Israelite, man. Once you find out, oh yeah, we know this.
They be saying, oh, how did you know? Several times. Well, how did you know the information? Cause they look at Jake as just nothing but dumb Negroes, Which, shit, they watch TV, that's what they gonna see. So, that's just what it is. So these nations, they know, especially the Iranian side, especially them, they're like the last ancient nation that that's really still go against Esau, man. They haven't really fully got conquered by Esau,
And they still got their records there. That was a great empire, man. When you go into the history of the Medo-Persian Empire, they had control over 127 provinces, man. That was a huge empire, And even after the Greeks came on the scene, they was not able to fully conquer that land, man. They was not able to fully take down the Elamites. The scriptures tell you that Antiochus Epiphanes, he went up in the Hindu Kush and he got his ass beat. The same thing is happening to you Hebrew Edomites now. He went to Afghanistan getting tore up by them Elamites, man. The same thing happened to Antiochus Epiphanes. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, they recently changed their name from the Persians to the Iranians. And the Persian, that goes directly right into the scriptures. You can actually see the word Persia in there, man. So they have direct links. They know that history. I believe they changed it, 1959, if I'm not mistaken, or 49. I forget, it was somewhere around that time. That's all I wanted to say.
And they know what's going on, man. All these other nations, they know what's going on. These Arabs, they ain't gonna tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans what's going on, man. But they know who you are, But another reason why they won't tell you is because it's not prophesied for them to tell you. You're supposed to wake up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? But going back to this 2nd Ezra 6:6, it says, "Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. by me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yeah, so all these things exist because of Yahweh. You know? Esau coming into power, the Roman Empire, the Babylonian Empire, all these empires. So we had to serve captivity coming into power. It's all through the will of Yahweh, like we said, because we had to learn evil. You know? A lot of these captivities we were under was because of our wickedness going off, sinning against the Most High. He would raise up nations to rule over us. You was gonna say something?
You can finish your point though.
Pretty much we would repent, like the Judges gets into it, we would repent, and the Most High would raise up leaders, like Moses for an example, to deliver us, you know, different captivities.
Yeah, but even the scriptures tell you, even though we went off, the scriptures tell you that the preacher was made subject to vanity. Not of our own will, we don't want to go off.
Okay.
The Most High created us to be like that. So what? We can learn evil.
Yeah.
You know? Because Adam, the scriptures tell you that Adam wasn't deceived, man. The serpent could have probably did come up to Adam and try to sway him. He's like, I ain't listening to you. You know? Man, Most High said don't do it, I ain't doing it. All right, get away from me with that, man. I could have said something else.
Hey, but it makes sense because the Most High, when we get the kingdom of heaven, He's going to give us a heart of flesh. We're going to receive those new extraterrestrial bodies. Meaning what? We're gonna never sin. We're gonna never go off. We're gonna live forever. So the Most High is never gonna have a reason to take us out of power. So we're gonna be judges forever. So we're gonna actually know how to judge matters accordingly because we already experienced the wickedness, the evil side. So we're gonna be righteous. So when we deal with a matter, we can judge accordingly because we already know both sides. And that's the Most High because when Adam went off, he said man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. And that's the Most High. He sits on his throne. On the left-hand side is Satan, and on the right-hand side is Yahweh and the angels. And they have counsel in the heavens, and he takes considerations from both sides.
Yeah, bids.
No bids.
Got it.
Bids on the job. I was gonna say, Adam, he didn't want to go off, man. He was happy with the lifestyle he was living, following the ways of the Heavenly Father. You know, having these creatures be subject to him, being a ruler over earth. He wanted to do that. But the Most High set it up to where he would fall. He made the woman knowing that she was going to eventually bring that the fruit to him. He made the serpent knowing that the serpent would beguile Eve and get her to eat the fruit that she would eventually end up giving it to Adam. Well, you know, a question these Christians ask to themselves, they bug out over it. Well, if the Heavenly Father or the Most High knew that Adam was going to eat of the fruit, why would he put it in the garden in the first place? The Most High wanted him to eat it. You know?
That's right.
I got Ephesians chapter 1 and 8, wherein he hath abundant toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself.
That's right.
That in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in Hamashiach, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
So it's all about predestination, chosen before the foundation of the earth. Like we read in 2 Ezra 6 chapter. Then did I consider these things. It's predestinated for the elect to receive salvation under Yahweh Shai, for them to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So pretty much it's all about Yahweh's movie being fulfilled on the earth. Because ultimately the Most High gonna give us his elect everything your heart's desire. You're gonna have in righteousness. All the women you desire, you know, all the land, slaves, different planets, galaxies, chariots, brand new body, you know. But to receive that, we had to go through this learning experience.
It says that we should be to the praise of his glory, who first trusted in Hamashiach, in whom ye also trusted after that ye heard the word of truth, the gospel of your salvation, in whom also after that ye believed, ye were sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise.
That we were sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise with after we believe, which is what the faith. Like going back to Ephesians 2 and 8, faith is a gift from the Most High. Who did the Most High give the faith to? The elect, which is predestinated. So ultimately it's set up for the elect to believe into what? To receive salvation. No?
Yeah, this is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
So Israel, the Israelites obtain what? This righteousness. But because the Most High created us to be righteous, but they can't receive what they want to seek because what? Going back to Isaiah the 6th chapter, the Most High sent the angel to blind them. You know? Continue.
Yeah, if I can add this too, like the elder was going into, because ultimately it's not meant for them to receive it. It's going back to the gift of faith. You have a gift, it's meant for somebody. You have somebody in mind that you have that gift for. You have a person that's picking up, oh, that's my gift. Like, what are you doing with that gift? That's not yours, you know? Yeah, this gift was only initially for the elect, man. You know, to get it on this side, and they got it. You know, that's what it's going into. It says, "What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?" And what is Jake seeking for? The truth. All right. The knowledge, wisdom, understanding of which we have. That's why you got Jake's and all these bugged out different philosophies and wholeheartedly believe in them. Because Jake has faith, but Jake has faith in this world, the things that they see. All right, the lies, pretty much, man. All right. It says, "What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
The election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. We read, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets.
Amos chapter 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets.
The truth. The Most High has revealed to us the truth. No, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for? 2/3. But the election have obtained it. The Most High has given the truth to the elect, to the election. No? And the rest were blinded.
St. Matthew 13:9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
And why? Yahweh Shai was on the scene. He was speaking to the multitudes that came to him preach. He was speaking to them in parables, meaning in metaphors.
Right.
You know, wise saying, so to speak.
The answer is said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Hey, going back to what I was saying, that gift. You have a gift, you have somebody in mind to give it to. If another person get their hands on that gift, you like, what are you doing with this, man? This ain't for you. That's why what John the Baptist said, who told you guys to repent? All right? Hey, man, bring forth men meet for repentance. Ultimately, the elect, those who are predestined to receive his knowledge, wisdom, understanding back. All right? Because we once had this knowledge, man. Going into the word educate.
For whosoever hath, him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance.
Yep. Read that last part again.
Oh, okay. Matthew 13:11. The answer is said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. So the rest of Israel, 2/3, it's not given unto them. That gift of faith in Yahweh Shai wasn't intended for 2/3 of Israel, man.